Episode 26, Beast Titan. For just over 100 years, humanity lived in peaceful ignorance within the walls, safe from the threat of the Titans, until the day the colossal and armored Titans came to Shiganshina district, breaching Wall Maria and reminding humanity of the hell beyond the walls. 5 years later, humanity discovers that some of their Titan foes are hiding among them as humans. And in Stohes district, they capture the first of these Titan spies, Annie Leonhardt. As Annie's crystal is restrained and carted away by the scout regiment, several soldiers look up at the ruined section of Walsina where the female Titan attempted to scale the walls. In an exposed portion of the wall, a colossal Titan peers down at the humans below. Section Commander Hang Zoe stares at it in shock until they are met by a fatigued Pastor Nick, who warns Hang and the others to keep the Titan out of the sunlight at all costs. Elsewhere in Stohes, Commander Erwin Smith is informed of the Scout Regiment's measures to cover the Titan in the wall. Meanwhile, Marlowe and Hitch start cleaning the wreckage from the aftermath of the battle between the female Titan and Eren's Titan, suspicious and bitter towards the loss of innocent lives. Atop Walsina, Hang and the Scouts finish covering the exposed Titan as Nick observes their work. Hang questions Nick as to his knowledge of the Titan and why his followers said nothing of it in the past. Nick ignores Hang's questions, demanding restitution for the damages to his church, and Hang loses their temper. Holding Nick over the edge of the wall, they remind Nick of the many sacrifices the Scouts have made for the sake of learning the truth, while Nick's church can afford to stay quiet. Nick insists that neither he nor his followers will answer to questioning and encourages Hang to let him fall, but Hang spares his life while claiming their anger was not serious. Hang's assistant comes to their side as they muse on how long it has been since they last felt such terror. Suddenly, a bell rings out in Stohes as a scout arrives with urgent news for Commander Erwin. 12 hours earlier, the recruits of the Scout Regiment are kept under watch in an outpost in the southern region of Walrose. Sasha and Connie express their boredom, suggesting they should sneak away to their home villages. Reiner takes their suggestion seriously, offering to help them escape. He notes that their situation is an abnormal one, given their orders to wait on standby in plainclothes without weapons while their superiors keep watch in uniform with ODM gear. Sasha tiredly puts her head on the table, but jolts back up at the sound of thuds in the distance. As Sasha explains herself, Section Commander Misha Zacharias detects the presence of Titans in the distance. He immediately sends out Tomas to alert Commander Erwin in Stohes of the incoming Titans, while Nanaba joins the recruits below to alert them of the situation. While the recruits ready their horses, Nanaba joins Michi on the rooftops, expressing her lost hope at the thought of Walrose being breached with no clear cause. Misha comforts her, stating that as long as they continue to fight, their battle is not lost. The scouts ride out from the outpost, and Mish orders his squad to split into 4 teams to spread word of the invasion in all directions. He asks if any soldier or recruit is familiar with the terrain, and Sasha states that she has good knowledge of the northern terrain near her village. She speaks for Connie's knowledge as well, but Connie realizes that the Titans are coming from the direction of his own village. He offers to join the south team but requests to visit his village once the news is spread, and Mishi allows it. Reiner chooses to join Connie and asks Berthold to join him. After some reluctance, Berthold agrees. Nanaba reminds the recruits of their dire situation and encourages them to give their mission everything they have got. At the edge of the distant forest, the scouts notice the Titans starting to run erratically towards them. Mishe breaks away from the group, placing command of the southern team in his subordinate Gelgar. The other scouts worry for Misha, but Gelgar insists that his skill is second, only to Captain Levi. The scouts continue on their route as Mish attacks the Titans. In Stohes, Eren awakens from a memory where his mother scolded him for picking a fight, telling him to show restraint for Mikasa's sake. Eren gets up from his bed, noticing that Mikasa has fallen asleep sitting at his bedside. She stirs awake as her scarf slips from her hand, which Eren picks up for her. He proposes finding her a new one when there is an opportunity. Suddenly, Armin bursts into the room to inform them of the Titan invasion in Walrose. While the scouts in Stohes prepare to ride out, Levi visits Erwin. Erwin asks if Levi is fit to join them, and Levi states that he has little choice. A scout comments on the wise decision to have Misha watch the recruits, and Erwin hopes for the best. Earlier in Walrose, Meech kills the fifth of the 9 Titans present in the nearby group. Believing he has bought the other scouts enough time, he calls for his horse, though a nearby abnormal Titan covered in fur catches his attention, and he begins to worry. As his horse approaches, the beast Titan grabs it off the ground and sets its sights on Mish. Before Mish has enough time to process the situation, the beast throws the horse at Mish with alarming precision, sending Misha falling off the rooftop where a large-eyed Titan catches him, crushing his legs in its bite. Mishi screams in pain, but the beast Titan tells the Titan to wait. As ordered, the Titan holds Mishi steady as the beast Titan kneels down to see him face to face. The Titan bites down on Misha's legs a second time, and the beast seems irritated with its disobedience. He crushes the Titan's head, and Mishi slips to the ground. Staring up at the talking Titan in horror, he is unable to speak. As the blood evaporates on the beast Titan's hand, the creature asks Misha what the name of his equipment is, though Misha is too terrified to answer. He notes this, as well as the swords, and remarks that it is fascinating. The beast muses on his silence, having thought that they spoke the same language. Unwilling to wait for an answer, the beast reaches down and takes Misha's ODM gear, leaving him where he sits as he takes his leave, further unharmed. Mishi panics, but regains some hope as he remembers his words to Nanaba that morning. He lets out a battle cry, but the beast Titan turns to the 3 remaining Titans and lets them know they have permission to move again. In horror, Misha desperately tries to escape their grasp, but he is caught as all 3 Titans begin to eat into his flesh at once. Hearing Misha's cries for help, the beast remarks that he was right about the scout's ability to speak. The beast Titan takes his leave of the scene, commenting on the creativity of the gear humanity has created. Meanwhile, Misha continues to scream in pain and terror as the Titans eat him alive until their feasting tears his body to pieces. Next episode, I Am Home.